7 weeks ago, I thought I met the man of my dreams and we had the most amazing weekend together. And then he told me that he was married. Like, had just gotten married. But he knew she wasn't his person. He just has a savior complex and he's got to figure out how to leave her for me. Spoiler alert, he doesn't. Instead, I get smart and call it off and move on with my life and hope that he figures out his her. Fast forward to now. Tell me why I was scrolling on and I see none other but his face.
No.
With the fake name that he gave me when I met him out. Ah! This man lives in a different state, comes here for work, and is now just on again. So I blast him on Facebook. I messaged his wife, told her everything. But I also made a public post warning other local girls that he's married and not to match with him or go on dates with him. Which one of my friends was like, he looks familiar.
Stop.
Proceeds to tell me that they had a little fling back in April. He was married in June. I met him Labor Day weekend. So now I'm waiting to see how many other girls come forward.
Oh, you gotta be a special kind of stupid to publicly cheat. Like, really? You think that just because you're in a different city that people aren't gonna find out? Ugh. It's not even the cheating, it's the sloppiness that bothers me. Like, they think that we're so stupid. The cheaters, not men. Not all men, Tarlac. Cheaters think people are so stupid that they won't find out. His ex-wife appeared at our wedding. His crazy ex-wife still pops her ugly head up in my life for some reason. Ryan had been married to his ex, Amber, for a year, about 3 years prior to meeting me. Ryan and I got married in the late 2000s. We planned our wedding for a while and even changed venues at one point, so we'd be able to try to avoid ultimately what happened. Amber was always popping up in our relationship. She would find out from people where we were and show up to parties, restaurants, anywhere she could possibly show her face that we were at. I was young and stupid and I didn't file a restraining order and she never posed a physical threat. She was just absolutely unhinged. Ryan had some friends who were still friends with Amber and they were sort of the idiots who didn't tell people, no, don't do that. So when it came to our wedding, apparently not enough people told her that coming was a bad idea. So my ceremony starts, my dad walks me down the aisle and all is well. Once our friend who we had officiating starts speaking, I hear the doors open. In walks Amber, wearing her freaking wedding dress from their wedding. My maid of honor yells, oh hell no, and runs down the aisle and grabs her by her hair, followed by more of my bridesmaids who all pull her aside and remove her. Oh my goodness, the bridal party of my dreams. I married him. I stayed married until he ultimately passed away 10 years later, and guess who crashed the funeral? Why does she know about all of these things? She was promptly removed from the funeral too. I live over an hour away from anyone involved now, and I'm in a happy relationship with someone that she doesn't know. But she still pops her head up in my life occasionally like an obsessive little stalker. It's creepy as like the fact your husband, like you're a widow now and she still is obsessed with you. Like, I'm sorry. Ryan gave me two things, my child and an annoying fly that still buzzes its ugly head in my face. I wish my wedding photographer would have been quicker and would have caught my bridesmaids dragging her out of there. I have the memory. Pics would be better. At this point, she has literally no reason to still be in your life. If the people in your life are not going to do you a solid and leave her the out of it, restraining order. I understand she doesn't pose a threat, but it's still weird. Would my fiance and I be the a-holes if we changed our wedding plans to spite his sister? My fiance, 30 male, and I, 38 female, have known each other for 5 years and together for 3. We recently got engaged in December 2024. Now, we've been talking about getting married for a little over a year now. Basically what we want in terms of ceremony, reception, etc. We both want a simple courthouse ceremony with a party and dinner afterwards. The reason being is neither of us have a whole lot of people we want to invite, and the people we would invite either live in other states or out of the country. Neither of us is too keen on having a large ceremony, just not our style. We also plan to wait until 2026 to get married, as my 2 children, 13 and 5, from my previous marriage, will be moving from Florida to come live with me full time in summer of 2025. And we want to spend the time making sure they get settled and adjusted, and generally just to focus on them. Now here's where things get messy. Backtrack to 2 days after fiance and I got engaged. As soon as we announced we got engaged, his sister, 22 female, started talking about how she and her boyfriend were also going to get engaged. She went on and on about how they're planning on doing this whole big ceremony, blah, blah, blah. Now, my fiance and I didn't mention our plans to anyone, as we just wanted to enjoy being engaged and we didn't feel we needed to unless asked about it. Christmas Eve comes and the family's all together. Conversation flows and someone asks me about our wedding plans. Since I was asked, I brought up the fact that we're just going to do the courthouse and explain how we want to do a dinner celebration somewhere afterwards, and the very, very short list of things we wanted. I should mention, fiance's sister is very much an all eyes on me person. She likes to be the center of attention. So what happens next is, well, I'll let you judge. We listen and we judge. We do judge. Fast forward to about a week ago now, and my fiance gets a call from his mother needing to vent. Why does she need to vent, do you ask? Because sister is pregnant, only 4 weeks along. Nobody's happy about this. 1, his sister just lost her job. 2, she's a little over $10,000 in debt. And 3, she's not the brightest crayon in the box and makes horrible decisions. Needless to say, she picked up on the fact that nobody's happy about her being pregnant and brought this up to mother. How happy everyone was when fiance and I got engaged, and the fact that I have 2 children. His mother responded that our priorities are vastly different from her. How we are financially in a better position, and my fiance knew I had children well before we even started dating. Besides, we're a package deal. We all thought this was the end of it. It wasn't. About a day later, I got a text message from his sister. It was an image of a wedding invitation, inviting fiance and I to her wedding next month in February 2025, when she hasn't even been proposed to yet. Hold the phone. What do you mean? This girl's in secret competition with you. Where is she getting married, you ask? The courthouse. The first thing my fiance said was that's 100% not what she wants, and she's only getting married at the courthouse because we are. Now, for more recently, fiance's sister and her boyfriend did get engaged about 2 days ago, and everyone feels like everything's a bit rushed. Fiance's parents included. Okay, so she did get engaged. Yesterday was my birthday, and we met up with my fiance's parents for lunch to celebrate. Here's what I was told by my fiance's mother. Basically, she confirmed sister is trying to beat us to the altar and only got pregnant to try to outshine us. She's trying to have this whole host of people coming to her courthouse wedding, including family from out of state, and she's got an expensive wedding dress picked out for the day. Fiance's mother said a courthouse wedding isn't really something his sister wants, and she's just doing it because we are. That's so weird. Did she admit that? So it got fiance and I thinking, since we haven't really shared our wedding plans with anyone outside of letting it be known, we plan on getting married at the courthouse ourselves. Would we be a-holes if we changed our whole plan and had a micro wedding instead? Something still on the small scale we want, but with a big ceremony feel. Yeah, and don't tell her about it until the last second. Like, does she even have to come? Mind you, we are paying for everything ourselves and haven't asked for a dime from family, nor do we plan to. We aren't trying to compete. We just know a lot of other couples get married at the courthouse for various reasons. We feel like a simple ceremony idea has been kind of tainted, and if we went ahead, it would seem like we're trying to copy his sister. I mean, maybe that's kind of what she wanted. Edit. I forgot to mention we would not be changing our wedding date, as that is set in stone. We would only be changing the type of wedding. My kids come first in all things. My fiance respects this, and making sure they are happy, healthy, and thriving is our top priority. Plus, we plan on taking a nice honeymoon while they're visiting their father for the summer out of state next year. So would you and your fiance be the a-holes if you changed our wedding plans to spite his sister? No. Like, she doesn't need to know that it's to spite her. What she doesn't know won't hurt her. She'll be like, she'll be mad, but that's not your fault. You just changed your mind. Update. So after talking it over some more, my fiance and I decided to just let things be and go ahead with our original plans. I wanted drama. I get it, but I'm also sad. We are over the drama. Oh boy, there's a lot, and have higher priorities than worrying about if we upset someone or not. She can have her day and won't hear any fuss from us. We know our wedding day will be special no matter what, even if it's just for us. His sister is young, and we hope that with a baby on the way, we'll force her to grow up. I don't know about that. Even if it's just a little bit. All we can do is sit back and try to offer her advice and support and be there for the inevitable breakup or divorce with popcorn. I mean, that's true. The trash does tend to take itself out, doesn't it? I guess you can go ahead and be mature. I hate being mature. It's so annoying. You're a better woman than me.